No ordinary love, y'all. What's everybody doing, man? I've been getting to the Anita Baker. I've been getting to the feminine principle energy. I'm just getting into it, man. Stuff that y'all don't know, y'all not seeing. And once you start to learn how to see this simple shit, everything else you see become unreal. That's why this YouTube shit's unreal. Back, back and forth. It's cool, but it's unreal. What up, Jack? Yeah, man, Sade. You know I didn't need a bake. I did Sade. But the principle of the song, she played the mermaid. See, this is the thing. I wanted you gonna break this down until you came in here. I wanted you gonna break this down, but now they got a thing that came out where they're plucking mermaids, right? Out the ocean, eating mermaids. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. But see, but she played the mermaid. See, this spiritual shit. They try to tell you what's going on about the nomos or the fish people that's in the ocean, right? It's now coming out. Everything's coming out the ocean right now. But I ain't gonna talk about that. That's funny. Not even a conversation for you two. She was telling you about the mermaids and shit. They were breaking all this shit down before that. But now the mermaids coming out. They fishing for mermaids right now, and they eating them. It's a delicacy now with the elites. But shout out to that. That's what I want y'all to understand. We always knew that it was a game being played on the people, right? You know you're a social security number, you know you're a business. Now, why did King of Britain come out? And I told you Britain controlled and the elites that all the Bilderberg, the Rockefeller, everybody that you know the banking system is controlled and ran out of London, right? In Britain, right? Cool. But why did the king of Britain, goddamn it, because he's the only energy right now for the people that can challenge the energy of Trump, which Trump is the Trump card and Trump is destroying all this shit. But it ain't gonna look the way you niggas think it's gonna look. Remember, I told you before he became president, he had to do some shit that he shouldn't do to get what the fuck he gotta get. Because if you go out straight out there and get what he did, he's gonna die. Yeah. Well, shit, you eat a dog too if you gotta survive, Jackson. But they eat it for delicacy. But the thing is, what's the difference? Think about this, Jackson. Let's be real with this shit. Oh my God, I need a bake. Woo! What's the difference? I'm real with my shit. Woo! I gotta put this out right here. But think about this though. Ain't no difference between eating dog meat or eating human meat. Ain't no difference between eating human meat and cow meat, right? We just been programmed to believe something because we never ate the cow meat. Cow meat is not natural or healthy for the human body. I'm gonna tell you why. Because cow meat has heavy saturated fats, right? So it doesn't matter what you eat, it just do is it can do it for your body. Now we ate the bison. The bison does not have saturated fat. That's why it doesn't cause Alzheimer's. It's good for the brain, and the cholesterol levels is very, 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 very low, right? But a cannibal is a cannibal. Ain't no difference between eating an orange and eating an animal. You're eating something that's living for you to survive. Something have to die for you to survive. So I'm not gonna get into the fact of what they eat, because you got motherfuckers eat roaches, niggas eat ants, because niggas gonna do what they gotta do to survive. Right? We just taught to say, ooh, that's nasty. But yeah, that could be a delicacy. But now the delicacy is coming out the ocean, and they're doing it to feel like they eat. Same way with Nat Turner. They were eating parts of Nat Turner, monkey brains, all that shit. You're right, monkey. I remember they're still doing that shit. These different cultures, right? But think about it. I eat pig. I eat pig brains. What's the difference between a monkey brain and a pig brain? Think about it. I'm never gonna separate myself from others and say, "Ooh, they a little different than us." I ate pig brains as a delicacy. Have you ever ate pig brains? Right? But I didn't know I was eating pig brains. But the way niggas fixing up, grandma could season anything. Grandma could cut a nigga up, a regular nigga off the street, cut their ass up, season their ass up, and you wouldn't even tell the difference between them and steak. What's the difference between lamb and everything else? Now, what makes meat different is the way it was raised. Farm raised or natural raised, anything that has less stress tastes different anyway. So we can't sit back and start to point the fingers. But they're now pulling these mermaids out of the ocean and eating them as a delicacy. That's why I like Sade, because Sade was just telling you, there's people in the ocean. Okay, they know it, but they're not gonna tell you. Same way with Trump. Trump disappointed everybody because Trump's got to go play the game. See, but people don't understand he's destroying the elites. And I said that before this shit came out, when the king of England had to go out there and go with Zelensky and say, we're going to support you because that's the only way the elites survive, by disfranchising every other country. Now, let me tell you what Trump going to do. Trump going to line up with Russia. Trump going to line up with all the superpowers. Because once the superpowers line up, imperialism and the people that's been running this world forever got to go. Their money ain't going to mean nothing. Their power structure ain't going to mean nothing. The longer they keep everybody poor in a perpetual state of war, they keep control. God, man, shit. Octopus is some powerful shit. Dumb. I tell you what's more powerful than octopus, the damn starfish. And then we was actually, when you're dealing with the mermaid energy and the ocean energy, is lined up with the starfish. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we had ancestors that can regenerate themselves. The starfish can regenerate itself. Okay? You cut a piece of the starfish off, that motherfucker comes back. And there's other animals that can do that motherfucking shit too. Yeah, octopus is very powerful deep sea creature. Ain't nothing on this planet for nothing. They just tell you everything is for nothing, that we the supreme things. No, we need everything else to survive. Everything keeps balance with everything. That's why Trump had to drop the bomb to say, you know what, I'm done. Because they paid him the money, put him in office to do what he wanted to do, but he had to get the illusion that the motherfucker did what he did. They didn't destroy Iran shit. Iran is one of a sovereign nation. America know that they couldn't do so much to Iran because Iran is aligned with motherfucking China and the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz, that motherfucker goddamn carries so much oil to other countries and other nations that would not fuck with America if Iran would have shut that shit down. Right? Iran, and this is what Israel, which are tightly aligned with the motherfucker elites. They understand this. Oh yeah. My job was cutting up some motherfucker octopus the other day. I never ate none. Yeah, but it still makes you a goddamn a meat eater. What's the difference between an octopus and a dog? Things got to die for you to survive. And I ain't gonna say they dying, they sacrifice themselves because they just part of the motherfucking food chain of nature. You know? But yeah, y'all just pay attention to what's going on. King of Britain came out there to keep that war with Russia going. Not America. Trump is trying to line America up, which make America great again. Will line you up with Russia, China, and all the superpowers get together and team up. If all the superpowers get together and team up, you end imperialism, which you would stop. You would save Africa, and you would save poor countries, and you also would save your country. Because the things that each country have, that each country need for trade to build. But the imperialism, which is Britain, which I told y'all, Britain never lost the Revolutionary War, right? That's why right now they're coming out their bag now and showing you with NATO who was really running everything, which is Britain, Israel. Is it really them niggas? And why is Britain so tied up with Ukraine? Because the Ukrainians are actually the Netanyahus. Well, the Jews that moved to motherfucking goddamn Israel, they're not from there. Netanyahu, he got two citizenships, and he graduated from American colleges. And this is what the imperialism do. They put you in place in position. They train you, put you in place in position so you can be part of their puppets. Iran don't have puppets. That's why they say they got a regime. We need to change the regime. We need to put the puppets. And Trump said no. Trump said no. We don't need to. We just dropped the bomb. We stopped everything that y'all niggas crying about. Y'all that paid me the money to do this shit. I'm ready to be done. But when he left the G7 summit, before that bombing happened, he dropped the bomb on elites. Then he went to NATO, dropped the bomb on them, and said, "Yo, hold on. Article 5 is how it's interpreted, because they trying to see if Russia gonna attack one of them and see if America's not as strong as everybody think they are, but we are." And who is we? It's something for y'all to goddamn sit back and understand. But everything Trump is doing, he's winning. But the media, and then what you seeing from the bombing and all that shit, is not what's really going on. He has to be cool with everybody to survive, play everybody, but also separate itself from what's going on. Britain is losing power. So when you say America is falling, Britain is falling, because America is nothing but another smaller. It's like Israel to America. What Israel to America is what Britain is to America. What America is to Britain. Same shit. So all the Illuminati shit you talking about, that shit is over in London. That shit is all in the Vatican. That shit is all overseas. Ain't got nothing to do with you niggas. The federal government is controlled by foreign banking system. But they make it seem like it's America. The Treasury, not controlled by nothing in America, it's controlled by London and them. They never lost the British War. The British War was won by Britain, but Britain understood we're gonna let y'all keep the power, we're gonna fund y'all, but we're going back home. That's why they wore the hat alike, the court system was alike. Over there you got Jersey, over here you got New Jersey, over there you got York, over here you got New York, over there you got England, over here you got New England. They just created the smaller empire. You got the lion, and we are Babylon, the baby lion. But now it's being exposed, but none of y'all see that. And Trump is fighting against that, but he can't just go out here and be like, I'm the president of America and I'm gonna do this. No, because you got workers in America that's with the empire over there that goddamn playing the game too. So he's playing the motherfucker game, but if y'all don't see it for what it is, you gonna miss the fuck out and still blame that motherfucker man for not doing everything he said he's doing. He's destroying them elites. That's why the king of Britain had to come out today. Well, today. Earlier today, and come back and say, yeah, Zelensky, we support you with this war in Ukraine. We don't need America. And Europeans are now getting together, right? Without America, they trying to do away with everything with America to keep this war, to keep their power structure going, which Trump is destroying. But y'all don't see that shit. The thing about it, change got to look the way you want it to look, or the way they tell you it should look. But if things changing, why I gotta still look like the people who goddamn oppressed you and goddamn set this bullshit ass system up want you to make it look like? That's the media. Trump is the Trump card. He's your last president. He's the one doing this. RFK, shout out to him. He changed the vaccine mandates. For all you niggas who live in illusion in 2020, RFK changed all that shit. And then if you ever took the jab, and you lost your motherfucking job, you can go get a free money right now, but you don't know that. Meaning that the whole time when niggas like us was telling you don't do it, y'all niggas was doing it. Killing yourself, letting your family die by agreeing with the shit. Guess what? Come to find out they was right. The shit is killing people. That's why they told you, you take it. We're not responsible for anybody dying. When can you give somebody something and say if it's bad for them that you're not responsible? Come on now. So Trump is winning all the way around. It just ain't gonna look the way you wanted to look. He still had to play the game. People still got to die. People was gonna die anyway, whether you voted the other person. But he's the Trump card. He's the last one. But he's doing other things that y'all ain't seeing. The distraction is Israel and Iran. No, he wanted them to stop. But the imperialism of it's like a fight going on with them. So when he dropped the F-bomb on them niggas, he knew, okay, I'm gonna bomb them. Y'all paid the money to do this shit. Y'all put me in office. Y'all threaten my life, and you threaten the people that I put in office lives. Y'all, and this is some deep shit that the big letters they got going on. We're gonna send some shit over there, we're gonna bomb them. Well, how the fuck you gonna bomb a motherfucker, but they called them and let them know we about to bomb? Same way when they take the military bases. Oh, American military bases got bombed. No, they told them before they was bombing the military bases. They're doing shit for, it's like an acting, a theatrical thing that they got going on. Meaning that it's to appease them. Netanyahu's been trained in America. He's the reason Gaddafi died. Gaddafi was all about motherfucking melanated people, all about Africa goddamn building itself back up and saying, yo, stop giving y'all money away. Y'all got enough. Same thing Toure doing right now. Gaddafi was never who they said he was, but media tell you what to think. Gaddafi was giving what he gonna give was giving Nation of Islam money to say, yo, here, help your people. But they wanted regime change. That's the same thing they was calling for, regime change against Iran, but it didn't work. Their regime change was murder all the people that's in charge of leadership, and then make them suffer, and then make the motherfucking goddamn people of that country rise up against them, and then we could put our puppets in. Did y'all know that all the motherfuckers that's been put in place has been puppets of us? Not us. Trump is trying to change that shit. Because Trump don't give a fuck about all this little shit, because he knows once he line up with Russia, China, and everything, he become the most powerful. Putin become the most powerful, and China become the most powerful. And then guess what? It destroys the motherfucking imperialism. It become nations of powerful motherfuckers instead of a banking system that's gonna do anything they can do to kill, destroy, and stay in power. That's why China, they tell you China all fucked up. They're communists. How the fuck they communists? They ain't fucking with us. Ain't no bomb. Think about it. We the only motherfuckers y'all see bombing, doing shit, but they'll tell you these people doing it. Who they trying to fuck with? Nobody. Who did Iran invade and fuck with? Nobody. But we got stories of how many times this nation did this shit. Y'all don't see that shit. Stop paying attention. Stop paying attention to what media say. Start digging into your goddamn subconscious. Trump is the last Trump card. He's not here to help you, but he's stopping everything that's trying to destroy you and keep you from your ride. Pay attention, y'all. If y'all ain't seeing this shit beyond what the fuck it is, yes, babies was dying before Trump, and a few babies died after that. But now that ceasefire broke the will of Israel. But guess what? Them niggas sending weapons over there right now to load Israel back up. Ceasefire because the motherfucking goddamn dome won't working no more. Their dome won't working no more. They couldn't protect their nation no more. So what they did is they ceasefire. They're gonna load up all the interceptors and all that, but it's cool. Because Iran got missiles that none of that shit can stop anyway. And it's a couple things that Iran can hit that can fuck that country up for good. America know that. Once they seen that power, when Trump was saying, I don't know nothing that happened, then he had to act like he knew. He didn't know that was happening because it's things that's beyond him that's in control of what's going on. You know, so yeah, shout out to y'all, man. I just wanted to say that. Pay attention. Your enemy ain't you who you think your enemy is. Your enemy is yourself because you're not paying attention. And you're not taking advantage of the time. Because if this shit would have went further than anything else, that Trump didn't stop. But you didn't stop. He just getting them time. You can't stop these elite motherfuckers from doing what they want to do. But he giving y'all motherfuckers enough time. Educate yourself. Become something different, all right? Shout out to y'all, man. I'm out. Peace. Thank y'all coming through and listening to my bullshit. I might be making up shit, but y'all listen. The Britain You know that you never heard that motherfucker come out there. What the nigga name? Prince, the King, something over there in London. He came out and with the Zelensky talking about, yeah, because and they made a pact to keep creating weapons to help goddamn Ukraine. Ukraine is a done deal. But they got to stop the unification of Trump, Putin, China, Iran, and sovereign motherfucking nations that don't have to use the banking system, which we would call the Illuminati, just to fucking survive. And they know once America agreed, because America's being controlled by Britain, and America get away, because you got to understand American power. Your energy created this shit. And the energy is not coincidentally created here because you're the Atlanteans. That's why you're off the Atlantic Ocean. That's why you got Atlanta. That's why everything the black man in America do, the world copies. The energy on this motherfucking planet. Memphis. All that shit's got spiritual shit. Everything they got over there, we had over here, times 10. They hide it. That's why you can't go certain places and eat in the Grand Canyons and in certain places in America. Maruka. Right? That's why you had the Olmecs. Go look for the Olmecs. The Aztec people, that they said that the Mexicans that's there right now, because the niggas work hard don't mean they build that shit. They said no, the people that's in Mexico right now, they had nothing to do with that. That's what the Mexicans and people say. There was a black motherfucking race that did this shit. The black race did all this shit around the motherfucking world. So it's all about energy. Your energy ain't shit right now, but your energy enough that if you make a dance, you make a song, you make a wave, you make a clothes, the whole world gonna follow. That's the Atlantean energy. That's why you can sit back and say, oh, Egypt and all that shit. I get it. Egypt did great things, but y'all know under the ocean is shit way more advanced than Egypt. Y'all get stuck. And then did y'all know it's more pyramids in Sudan, right? Nubia, than it is in Egypt. But they can't tell you that because they go deep in Africa. And they say, damn, all this shit come from Africa. We got to give it to these. And they put the Arab motherfuckers up there. Doing to them people that don't got that melanin. They're not supposed to be there. What happened to them? What happened to them is what the same thing was happening in Gaza. What happened to the motherfucking goddamn Ghazians? And then 10 years from now, it's gonna be all white motherfuckers over there, which their population is dying and they are leaving. So that's not gonna happen. Everything's going back to what it's supposed to be. That's like Africa. That's like America. It was all goddamn black African motherfuckers. What happened to them? They came over and then, oh, they killed all the Indians and all that. Oh, they may seem like an Indian. No, he killed all the niggas. All the niggas who could. Then the first thing gonna say is, well, if you was here, what happened to you? Motherfucker, same thing that happened to the Ghazians and same thing that happened to Africa that was in Israel before that. But they don't show you the Africans that's in Israel or the Africans that's still in motherfucking that was originally there, they were there from the beginning of the time. They keep them off camera. All right. Trump is winning, Trump is fighting. He's not fighting for you. But dealing with spirituality, he know he had a job, and the job is to bring the cycle back. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, baby. Oh man, I've been killing it. I ain't been killing it with no heavy shit. I've been just killing it talking shit other than the bullshit. Yeah. I'll give people to understand this, what the sun cycle and all that. Hold on. Oh shit, no. Yeah, I'm giving them heavy stuff. You know, I'm not entertaining like everybody else because I ain't drama all the time. I'm drama most of the time, but I'm not. But when I give it to people, I give it to you to put in your subconscious. You know, but I bet people that sit back and thinking that Trump is out here fucking up and he went against everything he said he was going to that he won't go against. He did everything he said he was going to do. When you get in here and before he came in office, the motherfucker said they gonna create a situation that when he get here, it's gonna be hard for him to get out. They told him that. They told y'all that. I don't understand the power of what's going on. And Trump doing everything. He's destroying the motherfucking elites. He's gonna line with China, Russia. That's why he told Iran. Did y'all see what he told Iran? Oh man, y'all go ahead, keep trading with China, man. Y'all good. You gonna need the money to rebuild your nation and all that shit. After they warned them, before they blew up their motherfucking nuclear shit, you think Putin and goddamn Trump ain't already been talking and saying, yo, leave Iran alone? Well, he's like, look, man, we got to blow something up because these motherfuckers in pocket with me. They warned them niggas. Iran moved all that shit. And then you know what people called me? People called me and said, yo, Mary, you know they motherfucking blew up their nuke. They didn't blow up no motherfucking nuke. And then the centrifuges, which was the level ones, was shit that was outdated anyway, and they was already gonna redo them old motherfuckers. And the ones in the mountain was more like level 2 or 3, and they was gonna redo them anyway. But they was able to move all that shit before it happened. It's like somebody coming to bomb your house. You gonna take the most important shit out your house before the bomb comes. They about to bomb my house. You know what? We're gonna just sit and wait. That don't make no fucking sense. Because Trump knew. Tulsi Gabbard told y'all. Let me tell y'all something how this shit works. Tulsi Gabbard told y'all he hired her, but the elite's not gonna let him get away with the shit. She was able to be the voice for him to let y'all know that no, they won't create no goddamn missiles or no nuclear weapons. She told y'all, and then Trump said, yeah, she don't know what she's talking about. Yes, he do. He knew she did, but he still got to play the game. That's why I say sometimes people be so stupid. That's why I say you watch these YouTubers, and they ain't even half as smart as these motherfuckers or me. And y'all can't break through the bullshit with none of this shit. Shit crazy. I'm not saying Trump, and I say he's not your king. He's not here to save you. He's just a Trump card. He's just a symbol of the end times. The last president you ever gonna have. I'm gonna tell you why he's the last president. He didn't even go to Congress. How in the fuck you do that shit and not go to Congress and the military will still follow your orders and you ain't even legally do it the right way? They're letting you know it's done. The war is not against who you think it is. It's against Britain and it's against America. That's where the war. That's where the real war is. That's why they don't want Trump to line up with Putin or China. Because once we unite with Putin, China, and everything, who's gonna stop the superpower? Then you being a goddamn birth certificate, being a social security number for a business, all goes out the window. You're no more part of a business structure. You can have sovereignty. You can have sovereignty, just like Iran, just like Russia. Americans do not have sovereignty. You're not a sovereign nation, motherfucker. They are. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying, man, y'all need to just go into do your work. Do your work. But I ain't gonna keep coming. One day the internet gonna be down. I ain't gonna be able to say shit. I'm already loaded around this bitch. I'm good. All right. So shout out to motherfucker Trump. Do your research before y'all sit back and get emotionally. I'm not saying you gotta care or worry about what they got going on. Don't worry about what the fuck they got on. Don't get emotionally attached to this shit. These fake wars and all that shit. Israel know they can't fuck with Iran. Iran fucking got an Indian motherfucker. Pakistani motherfucker. Iran is the same type of people. These motherfuckers are smart. Their technology is outpowering the technology of Israel. We got shit that we haven't showed them yet. But when our bombs and shit can go right in there, and we got China watching the sky like they didn't see them mamas coming. Think about this. They got technology. Russia got technology. Iran seen it coming and I was also warned it was coming. Same way with Navy base. When they attacked Navy base in Qatar and Iraq, they shot the same amount of missiles that them mother. It's all symbology. Iran is a nation that's not gonna suck dick and kiss ass. They treating their women. This is the fucked up part about it, man. I like Iran because they make their women stay in their motherfucking place and the men stay in their place. In that country, you got to be a man. This is a country over here that can say you can't have 2 wives, but you can motherfucking goddamn be gay. Whoa, you can get gay and you can be married and all that shit. You can be rainbow. You can get married, but you can't have 2 wives. What the fuck are they talking about? Over there, you gonna be a man. You gonna stay in a man place. The woman gonna stay in a woman place. That's where we was at our strongest. But now you got women doing goddamn men job. But that's the same thing. when you once you punch that bitch in the motherfucking face, that fucking woman acting like a man, everybody gonna say, she's a girl. Oh, she can always transition back. This nation just control the energy of that. And if once you go to that nation, the nation ain't what it is. They want regime change. Yes, they did, but we just united them motherfuckers. Now they don't give a fuck. Once you start killing their people and their babies, he's like, nigga, fuck all that shit. Don't y'all want regime change every time election time comes? It's the same shit. They want regime change, but then all the motherfucking lies that y'all motherfucking have to endure. Shout out to y'all. Any questions before I go? I ask y'all to give me questions on y'all ain't got no questions. A know-it-all with a bunch of know-it-all with no answers. But I'm out here doing the motherfucking spiritual work. Ooh, any questions? See, no questions. Sit back and listen. And can't nobody prove me wrong about nothing. I always gotta tell y'all the truth. Even when I'm wrong, I say, goddamn, I gotta play the game. That's the same thing that happened with me. I had to play the motherfucking game. The whole time playing the game, I'm still got there. Think about this shit though. Same thing I'm telling y'all what Trump is doing. Same thing I did on y'all niggas on YouTube. I had to follow through and play the goddamn game, but the whole time I still was calling out the truth the whole time. And to the point the truth came out, I can't goddamn live a lie. Think about it. All right, I ain't got no questions. We'll go back, get back and finish this book up. I'm watching this goddamn. I still got a couple videos to pay attention to, and master my mind. Love and light to y'all niggas. I'm out. Hey, call me, baby. And if anybody got any questions, the last time I broke the whole shit down for you niggas. I'm doing shit the news ain't gonna do. I'm doing shit I just said up here. Y'all wouldn't ever knew if I wouldn't say nothing. Y'all don't know about the G7 summit. Y'all don't know nothing about the NATO summit that just went down. Y'all don't know about how the Europe is separating itself from America. Y'all don't know how Trump playing every motherfucking body, whooping ass, and it's going back to the agenda of everything he's saying. He's killing the deep state as we speak, but you niggas don't give a fuck. Is y'all emotional? Any questions? Well, I'm out. Love and light to y'all. Go back and watch the video if you want to just learn something, see something different. That's all. I ain't saying I'm right about nothing, but I'm right about everything. Peace.